Welcome to Money Talks, the ultimate financial news upload, where knowledge meets empowerment join the money getter duo, CC and Cecil B, as we unravel the mysteries of finance Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. From the latest in fintech, cryptocurrencies, real estate, electric vehicles, IPOs, and Wall Street, to the rise of robotics and AI, we cover it all. So tune in as we shine the spotlight on how Black entertainers and creators alike are shaping finance and tackling IPOs, giving you the information you need to thrive in today's economy. This is Money Talks. Good evening. Today is Monday, November 18th, and you're watching Money Talks. I'm your host, Cecil B. Money Getter. And first up this evening, in Urban Property Pulse, Seafood Royalty. T.I. and Killer Mike revive Atlanta's Bankhand Seafood, an Atlanta community staple that has been around for decades. Officially reopened on Sunday with the help of two famous Atlanta natives. Bankhand Seafood was legendary Atlanta restaurant for over 50 years before it closed in 2018. That is until rappers T.I. and Killer Mike, along with other community members, got to work on a mission to bring it back. Your mom brings you here. Your grandma brings you here. You grow up, you find success and ventures, and you're taught to reinvest in your neighborhood. The rappers purchased the property in 2018 and initially announced plans to rebuild it in January of 2020, just months before COVID-19 pandemic forced a shutdown across the country. The Atlanta natives then secured a $1 million loan in 2023 to revive the restaurant. Sunday's grand reopening gave the restaurant a revamped look as the business looks to carry its legacy into the future. But as its website states, the business mission remains the same: to serve the community with the same love, tradition, and flavor that has made us legendary. Longtime customer Vicky Turner says she was a regular customer before it closed. She said despite searching, nothing could ever come close to the food at Bankhead Seafood, finger-licking good. That's how good this fish was, Turner said. We searched and tried to go to different restaurants and try fish and seafood, and nothing has measured up. The grand reopening showed how beloved the iconic restaurant is in the community as people lined up on Sunday to get a taste of its famous fried fish and hush puppies. We still have to keep it a thread of the past, and that past should be some of those cooks who were in that kitchen. In the comments, and let me know what you think and how you feel. And up next in Crypto Compass news, El Salvador's bold BTC bet. What are the pros after 3 years? Around 3 years ago, El Salvador became the first nation to actively adopt Bitcoin into its economy, introducing the Bitcoin law in 2021. El Salvador's president was able to transform what was then a weak and stale economy into a profitable and less inflationary space for its citizens. The Bitcoin law is an initiative by the Latin American nation that concentrates on buying one Bitcoin every day until Bitcoin becomes unaffordable. By doing so, El Salvador became the first nation to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. Today, El Salvadorians are able to legally use Bitcoin to buy and sell products, pay bills, and much more. Since the implementation of the Bitcoin law, El Salvador saw a notable transformation in its economic activity. In that very year, when the nation began buying Bitcoin, El Salvador saw a GDP increase of 11%, a direct contrast to 2020's negative 7.8% GDP, that is. To be precise, El Salvador began buying one Bitcoin per day on September 7th, 2021. Since then, El Salvador has continued to buy the cryptocurrency and today owns close to 6,000 Bitcoin. On the day El Salvador began the Bitcoin law, the asset was valued at around 32,000. Since then, Bitcoin has been through hell and back again in 2022 bearish market, but today trades at the highest ever level of 90,000 plus. So far, the nation has profited heavily from this initiative. Estimates are that El Salvador owns over $500 million in Bitcoin. And just from buying and holding the asset, they have profited over $138 million. Get in the comments and let me know what you think and how you feel. And coming up next in Buzz Talk, we have NVIDIA's big reveal. Will earnings spark a frenzy of S&P 500 volatility? Investors and speculators are gearing up for NVIDIA Corp's earnings report on Wednesday, an event that's expected to send net ripples, if not tidal waves, across the U.S. stock market. If the options market is right, NVIDIA's results could spark moves in the S&P 500 index, as tracked by the SPDR S&P 500 ETF Trust, larger than those typically triggered by key economic data like the employment and inflation reports. NVIDIA's dominance in the AI-driven technology trade has turned its earnings into a barometer for overall market sentiment, and its influence on the stock market is unparalleled. Over the past year, NVIDIA accounted for 20% of the S&P 500's total returns, and Bank of America's derivatives analyst Gonzalo Azas didn't mince words. It remains the most dominant stock in the market, expected to drive nearly 25% of the S&P 500's EPS growth in 3Q. In essence, whether NVIDIA beats or misses expectations, the ripple effects will likely extend far beyond its ticker. The options market implies a potential 1.05% move in the S&P 500, higher than what traders expect from next month's non-farm payroll data, consumer price index print, and in line with the Federal Reserve's December meeting. And heightened single stock fragility can be reasons for traders to hedge against potential market turbulence if NVIDIA disappoints. Get in the comments and let me know what you think and how you feel. 734 Listening Library YouTube channel for self-help shorts and audiobooks. Follow us on Instagram at 734 Miscellaneous LLC to continue our journey of growth and success together. I'll see you at the top. Holla.